Hey everybody, got another video here for you. I'm going to be working on some guitars, but not on any particular build, so this is actually going to be some repairs. As you can see, I have a rather extensive collection of guitars, which is not very well lit, but there's like over 70 guitars back there. And the basic idea is one of each, and maybe 20 of these are just 15 or 20 are guitars I just bought and haven't really done anything to, and the rest of them are either mods or kit builds or parts casters or something like that. And I just took a count, and I've got, I forget now, I think it was 17 of these, like over in this direction. But the light's in the way, wait a sec. Of these like experimental guitars. That's the Gibson, and that's the Oriental Mark II, and that one up there is guitar number 8, so. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to be working on some guitars, and it might generate some interesting footage, so we'll see how it goes. First thing that might be of interest is this. This is the 12-string tail tuner, and it's just come out from getting the clear coat and has yet to be sanded. But I'm rather pleased for only like 3 or 4 coats. I think it was 4 maybe. It's getting a pretty high level of gloss going on. It's a little bit, the stuff is thin and there's some imperfections. I did also notice that that on like the second coat or so, it was starting to get a bit of grittiness to the feel, and it still has it. It's not like orange peel, it's more like fine grit sandpaper, really, or worn down fine grit sandpaper. And it's not dust. I wasn't holding the can too far away and dusting it accidentally or anything like that. But once you start building up, that does tend to go away, especially if you get into thick coats. Yeah, here on the front, it's almost gone in areas where the acrylic is thicker, but this isn't really that even there. It's not like this whole thing is thick. So that's kind of, and see, this had already had the grain raised and sanded back, so it's not that either. So that apparently has something to do with the acrylic. See, because lacquer doesn't do that. So yeah, I think I'd have to give the nod to lacquer as being the preferred product as far as that goes. So that's the first thing of interest, and yeah, I'm pretty pleased with the way the color turned out and stuff. I think it should make for an interesting build, but I'm not going to be working on that right now. Right now I'm going to be fixing some other stuff that needs fixing. And the first thing on the list is the Oriental Mark II. So, here's the Oriental Mark II, and somehow, and this build was only completed like last week or something like that, somehow the pickup has come loose. So, that's what I'm going to be fixing on this guitar. So if you look right here, this is a sticker that was on the back of the pickup. And apparently what happened is that the glue stuck to the sticker, but the sticker didn't stay stuck to the pickup. So this is the Strat STYK, and it's the next guitar that needs attention. What's going on with it is that the block for the claw for the trem springs, the glue failed apparently, so probably going to require a screw and a glue kind of a situation. And this is the third guitar-like thing that needs some attention. This is one of the electric guqins. This is the smaller one, the 3-foot, or I believe this is a 34-inch scale length instrument. Basically, it's a 7-string fretless baritone guitar kind of a thing. But anyway, let's see, on this one, it's not that big a deal. The pickup cover has come off of it, and other than that, it just generally needs a good cleanup. So, and then tune up and check and make sure the electronics still work. So this one's pretty straightforward. Well, it looks like this cover was originally held on with hot glue, and I'm afraid I'll damage the piezo if I try to scrape that off, so I think I'm just going to leave that on. Actually, it might be a good idea to make sure this thing works before I even start worrying about anything else. Well, the piezo seems to still sort of work, but apparently the mounting on it is messed up because so, yeah, guess that's going to need some attention. Okay, looks like this thing was hot glued on, and then the cover was hot glued onto the pickup. So I was hoping that hot glue would not damage the surface of this if I ever wanted to remove that pickup, but I guess that's not the case. So when I tried to electrify these things, I tried all kinds of stuff. But like feedback from microphones is a really big issue. Feedback in general is a very big issue. So this worked, but as I recall, it wasn't terribly loud. Part of the key to getting this thing to be as loud as possible is going to be having it solidly contacting this. And I think the best way to do that is to like mark out how big it is, and instead of having just a little dot of glue, have a nice big bit of glue that it's embedded in, and then cut away the squeeze out. And I think that'll help transfer vibrations better between the body and the piezo. Okay, I think this one's fixed. On to the next one. Well, I don't know what's going on with this thing. That part works, but it's not picking up anything at all from the body. So either maybe it doesn't really work, or it's upside down, or I don't know what the deal is. I guess I'm going to set that aside. The approach here, I suppose, would be to dig out the other one and see whether that's working. And take it from there. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna set this one aside, and hopefully the screw that's going to go in the claw block on the Strat STYK is dry and out of the paint shop. No more drying cam. On the claw screws here, I loosen them up about half a dozen turns in order to get the springs on, and then I tighten them back up to pretty much the same place they were before. And see how close I got. Well, it's in tune, and the bridge is pretty much level, and the bridge is all the way back. It won't tilt up anymore this way, so I guess right on the screws. And however, it looks like it could use a better pickup, because this thing is so overdriven on the number 2 and number 3 strings that it almost seems like it's magnetic buzz. I tried lowering the screws, but the screws are all the way down, and there's no shim underneath this pickup, so that sounds okay. That's the bad one. And so, yeah, basically these 3 sound okay. But then you go here and something seriously wrong there. And I don't think it's the nut or anything. Yeah, maybe the nut needs to be raised a little bit. This thing has these adjustable nuts on it, I think. Let me try this. That's not as bad. That's not bad. Maybe I need to raise the action on number 3 a little bit. Yeah, that doesn't sound so bad. That one's doing it as well. I think it's the pickup. Yeah, this thing, I guess I'll declare this to be repaired and mark it down as slated for a better pickup. So, I guess that takes care of all 3. I'm not going to mess around with the guqin anymore right now, so guess I'm caught up on repairs. I don't have anything else that I'm aware of that I need to deal with. I've never done a sound check on the Fender 12. I know it's terrible. It's the guitar that got away, and I finally found one like 30 years later. I buy the thing, and then I've never even played it. And then I also have a Groat 12, not a Groat, sorry, Cozart 12-string Strat, and in a natural finish that I haven't even opened the box yet. So, yeah, I still got a few things that I should take care of before I go back to building more guitars. But I don't know. Maybe I'll do a sound demo and an unboxing video or something like that. But anyway, yeah, I think that's going to do it for the guitar repairs for the moment. And until next time I'm doing something that might be of interest, everybody, have a good one.